NBA fans, what's good? You are now rocking with the best. Ro Parrish here in Studio V, and it is Game Time presented by Kia, here to engage, enlighten, and entertain with two players who saw plenty of postseason action. Both lottery picks. We have Dennis Scott and we have Channing Frye joining us. All 30 teams in action on this Sunday, and the day began with 17 of the 20 spots still up for grab in the postseason, and the Lakers needed some help. To avoid the play-in. So let's go and roll those highlights, show you how it went down in the Big East. Walk it off. However, he would not return to the game as the Lakers win their fifth straight. They win 110-98, and they are in play-in position. And as I mentioned, we talked about LeBron. We'll bring up more about that momentarily. But first, Anthony Davis on matching up with Steph Curry in the play-in.
Yeah, I mean, he scoring title. I think averaging 32. He created problems for every team. His ability to shoot the basketball, get in the paint, make his team better, find guys. It's a challenge for everyone. So that's going to be our, focus. He's the head of the snake. If we can limit him, three-point attempts, his free throw attempts, then we have a high chance of winning. And also their role players, their guys are playing great. That team is rolling, playing great basketball. So, we're not going into this game thinking it's going to be easy. It's definitely going to be tough. But we know what we're capable of, and if we do the things we're supposed to do, then we should walk out that building with a W, out of Staples with a W. And it's going to be fun. Like I say, trying to contain, a guy who's in the MVP race who just won the scoring title. It's going to be fun for us, and it's going to be a test for our defense.
So if the Lakers won, that means the Blazers won. So we'll show you how they got it done. Dame Lillard making history early, Channing, breaking his own franchise record for three-pointers made in a season with 251.
Man, this guy was talked about as MVP for a little while until he got hurt, but he's been the heart and soul of this Blazers team and one of the most feared guys in the playoffs.
Moves like Jay Timberlake, everything in sync. McCollum had 24 and 5 in this one. And then the Joker pretty much sewed up the MVP this season, 3D.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's done an excellent job, been consistent and been available all season.
And speaking of available, there is Logo Lillard, the deep three. And the Blazers start to pull away. It got ugly like Bubba Sparks back in the day, and they tied. They try to close it out. Not try, they actually.
Hello, Melo, you're still getting it done.
Lillard had 22 and 10. Carmelo, you saw him. And these Blazers are postseason ready. They get the big win over Denver. Everything is in place. We'll show you the bracket momentarily. Carmelo Anthony with 10 in this one. The Blazers win their 42nd game of the season, and they are right where they want to be. And the game that everybody was talking about, check this out right here. The Dubs and Grizz, they entered looking like twinsies in the standings. Both had won 5 straight, both 7 and 3 in the last 10. Identical records, the points, everything was lined up. It's like looking in the mirror. So let's run them highlights. The first ever matchup between John Steph Curry, that man. Hey, shouts out to Baron Davis, who once famously showed his abs. That's what Steph was doing right there. Steph Curry, 46. That is the 38th time he scored 30 or more. This is his 11th 40-point game of the season. He wins the scoring title. Oh, and speaking of somebody who's good at what they're doing, two of Michigan's finest, Michigan State's finest, our Steve Smith, chopping it up with Day-Day, a.k.a. Draymond, on the chemistry he has with Steph.
Talk to me about you guys' chemistry, because you can't take that for granted. That's something that you guys have built, and no matter, there's some guys that played together for years, don't have that type of chemistry.
Like you said, I think it's definitely years of reps. But I think the most important thing about Steph and my chemistry is the appreciation that we have for one another. I know how much better he makes me as a player. And he knows how much better I make him as a player. And, we're constantly searching for each other. When I got the ball, he's constantly moving and searching for the open spot. And I think it's also the trust of knowing that if I get open, he's going to find me wherever I am. And so I'm always just telling him, I'm always watching the game, telling him, hey, if you go this way, I can get you the ball over there.
Interesting. Now, let's set the table real quick. The Blazers, they have the 6th spot, so that means that the Lakers are in 7, the Warriors are in 8. 8 teams, 6 games for the final 4 spots. This play-in is going to be crazy. I'm calling it the pit. Play-in tournament pit. We're throwing these teams in the pit. So this is the 5th time in the last 7 seasons we'll see Steph and LeBron go against each other. Steph Curry all-time 22-16 against LeBron James. 3D, Steph has had an amazing season. I know you want to touch on what Draymond just said. Touch on both what Draymond said, but also put in perspective the season that Steph had and what he's about to go against with the Lakers.
But what Draymond said, excuse me, puts everything in perspective. I know when Steph got the unanimous MVP, people don't understand he was playing with great players and future Hall of Famers. There's not a future Hall of Famer on this team right now, active, currently healthy. We know when Klay's healthy, he will be. So we're watching Draymond get 15, 16, 17 assists, right? We've seen him do that. We haven't seen Draymond get 40 or 45, have we?
No,
I don't think he got 40 back at Michigan State.
Probably not.
So what I'm trying to say, people, Steph Curry, these numbers aren't fluke numbers. He's doing what he does best, which is shoot the basketball, move well without the basketball, and the rest of his teammates are looking for him.
That's an awesome Mount Rushmore. MJ,
Come
Cap,
on, man.
Wilt, Steph Curry,
Ridiculous.
multiple MVPs, scoring titles, the oldest to win since Michael Jordan did it. Now, Channing, I'm looking at these Los Angeles Lakers. You saw LeBron tweak his ankle. We know AD, both of them have had injury concerns. How concerned are you about this injury bug and this defending champion when they go into the play-in?
I probably not at all. I think they're going to be fine. I think for me, this is going to be a unique matchup because their backcourt has to play perfect defense. But I think that's why you brought in Dennis Schroeder. That's why you brought in Wesley Matthews. Caruso's excellent defender. But for them, it's just establishing Anthony Davis early and often, right? If he can get a double team from the post and create easy open shots for their three-point shooters, I think it's going to be a tough night for Golden State to win that game.
Lakers 19-7 when AD, LBJ, and Dennis are on the lineup. We'll see what happens when the play-in starts. Can't wait. We're putting the teams in the pit, baby. The play-in tournament starts on Tuesday. I can't wait. This game is on.